Happy Wednesday, and welcome to Final Fantasy Series Liveplay session 89. 11 to go until 100. Last time round, what happened last time round? Oh yes, we got Saza's alone, and now we're on this big airship called the Palamecia. That's like the town from Final Fantasy 2, or the final dungeon from Final Fantasy 2 or something. And it looks a lot different. But this is the joke area where basically there's a ton of enemies and it's like a joke about different coloured alarms that don't actually do anything. It's kind of hilarious actually. I'll get into it and we'll show that off because it's so funny. It's funny that it's not funny, if that makes sense. It's like, hey, there's all these colours but they don't do anything.
You know what to do.
They just don't do anything. Like all the coloured alarms, they don't do a thing. And that's why it's funny. Don't need to heal here. So the big thing about this area is that there's a lot of enemies here, so prepare for a lot of fights. Nice gymnastics lightning. I can do that. I don't need to do that, but I can do that.
What now?
Yes, I just don't need to do it. And then all these gymnastics just to wait for a lift. Kinda hilarious, actually. Do a little lift going up, I guess. Oh, thanks for the follow, Aru's Gaming. Welcome on in. Literally just started, so do appreciate that. And we're in this section that's an annoying section because there's just so many enemies in this section. And most of them are unavoidable encounters, so it's like, well, can't do anything about it. Some bad's waiting for us, yeah, probably lightning. Well, I'll tell you what's waiting for us. Have you enjoyed 13? I weirdly like 13. I've played 13 before, and that it's weird. I shouldn't like it, but I do, and I don't know what it is. I can't pinpoint it.
Won't be going back that way.
We'll find another route.
Well, lightning can probably just somersault for it,
See that?
but I've been just
Let's go.
I've just been sort of joking about with like what characters say and stuff. No, definitely. Like, I mean,
Blown away now.
yeah, don't get blown away. Yeah, because if you get blown away, you're very dead. Also, how are you not getting blown away? Right? Well, I guess because the airship's not moving, that's how we're not getting blown away. But still, if you were to fall off this, you would die. Even Snow would die from this fall. But a lot of people said, like, because we are doing the entire trilogy, of 13 games. Oh, immune to lightning, of course. So a lot of people said 13.2 is better. So I'll be interested to see how it's better. And then I've never played Lightning Returns, so that's gonna be interesting. Whenever I play that. So yeah, that's all that to look forward to. and then we've got 15 after that, and that's obviously the last of the main numbered games until 16 comes out. So we do have our bonus games, which is Tactics World Alliance and Strangeness of Paradise as our final game. Ah, we're the same then in that aspect. Yeah, I've played 13 too, but I've never beaten it, so we can only go and actually like beat that game. As for Lightning Returns, I only know a few things about it in terms of like I've heard that it's basically like there's a time limit of some kind, and that scares me because I don't like time limits in my games. Unless there's some way to mitigate the time limit, I don't like it. So that's that. We'll see how we go. We'll see how we go with it.
Back me up.
But so far so far we'll get there. We'll get there. I mean, I've beaten all the other Final Fantasy games so far, so I feel like at this point I have to try and finish what I started way back over 2 years ago now, when I started this. Also, that annoying missile burst. Yeah, definitely need Protect here. Because I forgot that the thing has the missile burst ability. Like, the missile burst ability is just so annoying. And also we're coming up to like really hard boss fights as well in this section. I'm not looking forward to the boss fights coming up here. Because we're coming up to Bartadlos 1. Oh boy. I'm not looking forward to that because those fights are tricky if you don't know what you're doing. Oh, right, go this way. A lot of people say, how can you get lost when it's a hallway? And yes, I did just get lost momentarily. There. Yeah, the Crystarium's expansion system is kind of like the Sphere Grid in a more simplified form. I like the Power Aim system actually, in terms of like combat, because it's just like, it just makes it so much like there's so much strategy you can do for all the different roles, like for certain situations. I think that's one of the reasons why I like it. Is like I like that, and I actually think the music is pretty good. Yes, everyone says that the story is bad. It's a hallway simulator, and yes, I know that, but I like it for what it is. It tried something. It tried to be both an action-based and turn-based RPG at the same time, and it is still turn-based with the ATV system, but oh god, tornado kick coming. There's a lot of things about it. I've always wanted to try and do all the missions in the game. But I know there's one that's really hard. I think it's Ryuuchi. He's really hard. It's definitely making you want to play through it yet. Nice. Maybe after you play 7 again. Ah, nice. Are you doing OG or remake? I'm curious. I assume OG, but you can never be too sure now of the remake out. Ah, the OG right now. Yeah, I figured that. Yeah. OG was fun whenever I played through it. It's good to play through it all again. I haven't touched remake. I'll probably not touch remake until like all the parts of it come out. I'm that type of person. At least until all the parts of it come out. And yes, I know I'll be waiting until a million years for that, but well, they announced that there's only going to be 3 parts to it, so I was like, huh. Well, the thing is, I have a weird relationship with Final Fantasy VII in that I respect it, but it gets overhyped, in my honest opinion. You know? So I'm very happy to wait until all 3 parts are out. And they'll probably release like a combined version with all 3 parts. Like all 3 parts in like 1 disc or over 2 discs or 3 discs or something like that. So, you know, I can wait. You know? I have a weird and interesting relationship with Final Fantasy VII. Oh, you think 6 is the best? I mean, I'm a big fan of Final Fantasy 9. 6 is second best for me. Final Fantasy 9's my personal favorite. But 6 is a very close second. Very close second for me. I love 6 as well. But 9 was my very first Final Fantasy, so that kind of has that as a sort of a boost to it. Ah, you also like Ia. It's weird for me. Whenever I play through it, I could see why a lot of people liked it. For this series, because I was sort of on the fence with Ia. I sort of didn't remember too happy of memories with it, and then whenever I played through Ia for this, what I've been doing, it's just been playing through all the Final Fantasy games. I did enjoy it, and I could see why people enjoyed Ia. So I had a different sort of opinion of it now a little bit. I always thought it was weird for, like, you know, because I seen like a lot of people was like, oh, you know, it's really good, and I couldn't see it for a while, and then whenever I replayed it again for this, I was like, yeah, I can see sort of why people like this game now. I was in that weird camp of not liking it for a very long time. And I think it was mainly because, like, a lot of people just think they can't, well, I didn't understand the dungeon system, and the draw magic system was, like, you know, so different. And now, obviously, Final Fantasy are pulling away from turn-based entirely. So I'll be interested to see what they do for 16. From what I've seen, 16 looks pretty good. And as a reminder, all we know about 16 is that it's going to be PS5 exclusive, and I don't have a PS5 currently. But the moment I do get a PS5 and the game and 16, we will be adding 16 to this series that we're doing. Because, I mean, come on, I kind of have to at this point. Yeah, I'm very much in the camp of I love turn-based. And I definitely do think turn-based has its place in the RPG society. But I do agree with I can't remember who it was. There was an interview with one of the directors of 16, and they said that turn-based is for more it's for more what's the word? I can't remember what word it was he used. For the more adult players. And in a way I agree. You know, there certainly are some elements of it that are more technical. I'm trying to, I don't know. But yes, I still do think it has its place. And I was like, yes, I agree, but I also... You know, I mean, take a look at Persona 5, SMT 5. Pokemon's still turn-based. Dragon Quest is still turn-based. For now. You know? And I don't think they'll change out of turn-based for a long time. If ever. I'd be interested to see if they did do like an action-based Pokemon, Dragon Quest, or Persona game. That'd be definitely different. Like, and even now, like, you know, there's still like the older RPGs that are been remade, like that Live Alive remake. That's technically turn-based. You know, so there is still a place for it. There definitely still is a place for it. And you never say never. We might see another turn-based Final Fantasy at some point in the future. I doubt it, but you never know. Then I'm like, oh hey, people miss turn-based. Why don't we go back to that? You know? That's what I think anyway. And I'll be like, people will be like, oh yes, turn-based. And then people will be like, oh no, turn-based. It's a weird, you can't please everyone system. Oh, 2K. Isn't there a chest here? Oh, it's up here. Hey Quinn! Going good. We're just on this airship bit. Yeah, we're still on the airship, but it's like, we're on this like outer decking, and if we were to fall off, we would 110% die. But you know, we're alright. We're just running around fighting enemies on this precarious area. It's fine. But hey, on the bright side, it's, you know, we haven't fallen off yet. Yeah, no, me too. I have a weird relationship with this game. I like this game. But I also understand, kind of understand the rep that it gets, but, you know, I think people went a bit overboard with it. with how much bad rep it got. Well, it is Final Fantasy Linear Edition, yeah. There do be a lot of hallways. And a lot of straight paths. But to be fair, that wasn't the first Final Fantasy to do that. 10 was very linear up until the cam lands. You know, it wasn't even the first Final Fantasy to do it. It just, this one got a bad rap because, I don't know why. I think mainly because people were just like, oh, we just wanted a Final Fantasy that we could all sort of enjoy. I literally said it 5 minutes ago, you can't please everyone. Definitely cannot please everyone. So don't even bother to try. Just, if you're making a game, make it how you want to make it, and yeah, I know we're coming up to that point actually, where the game sort of opens up on the Archeolized steps. I don't think we'll reach it today, but we'll very pretty close to it, and I'll be like, oh gosh. And the thing is, in that area you can like grind infinitely, so I might use that as a grind spot if we get there in a session. Because I know you definitely do need to grind at some point. Even though you could get through the game without grinding, but I remember definitely needing to grind. Because I've definitely gone through this game without... I definitely remember trying to go through this game without grinding, and yeah, it didn't go well. It definitely did not go well. Yeah, it went very poorly actually. And that's the thing, like, in this game, like, it's so easy to quickly retry a battle. Yeah, no, I was literally saying that, like, I like the paradigm system, because it's, like, a lot more, like, you can just do a lot more strategic stuff. And you can, like, there's so many different roles, like, so many different things that you can do in certain situations. Oh. I think the party changes here? I'm not sure. Guess we'll find out.
Saz?
Yeah, he's not dead.
Enough. Is enough.
Yeah, he's not dead. Oh, it was a good shot to hit the top of the chair throne thing. From that angle. No, I don't think you hit that. No worries,
Can I
Quinn.
do it?
Thank you for the lurky work. Worky lurk, I should
Got
say.
no reason to keep living. I can't even kill you.
Sans.
Freeze! Take him!
No, here she is.
You should be proud. Your son's a hero. The boy who saved Cocoon. We'll erect a memorial in Eden and put his crystal on display.
A memorial? He's a little boy!
I
As
mean-
the son of a pulseless sea, he would have lived in shame and misery. Isn't it better he be treated with reverence as a monument to sacrifice?
Hmm. Okay. Whatever was in that whip, or unless you hit a pressure point, that would not knock you out. Unless you hit a pressure point. And even then, I don't know.
I'm pathetic.
That's my line. I'm the one who lied to everyone.
I mean, lying.
You can't change what's done.
But if I just told the truth.
Now. I've been thinking. You woke up from being a crystal once. Well, that means Dodge will wake up one day too, right?
I mean,
What was it like? I mean, how did it happen? You were done with your focus, right?
I was chosen. I was made into a lassie to fight against Cocoon. It happened back on Grand Pulse, hundreds of years ago.
yeah, so obviously if you're,
We
like,
finished our
in a
focus.
crystal, you, like, time
And we
continues
fell into
on,
a
but you
long
don't
crystal
age?
sleep.
I guess that's how that works. Also, they start off in Bodom, right? That makes sense. Saying nothing, she's underage, saying nothing. Also magical gold transformation, I guess.
Bang!
Fang hype. Also, how did that wake her up? That tiny little check?
We woke up on Cocoon to the start of a new focus. Fang, she'd forgotten everything. And for me, just the thought of hurting people again. It was too much. So I lied.
I mean,
I played dumb, said I'd lost my memory. I wanted to escape my fate as a lassie. And ever since then, I've been running away from it.
Oh, here we go.
Let us through! Block our way, you die!
You trying to get him angry?
Yeah, I thought maybe they'd run. There's been enough blood spilled.
You thought they'd run? Let me refresh your memory. Those soldiers think they're protecting Cocoon from Lassie.
Yeah, in other words, that's not gonna work, Snow.
Have them all brainwashed.
See, I have had it. We cannot let this go on.
Oh,
Attention all crew. Code green. Repeat. Code green.
and now we're on green.
Forces stand by. Hostile forces on board. Code green.
Again, this does not change anything. Hey, zombie. How are you? Been a bit. Hopefully you're doing well. Oops. Yeah, I've had to deal with a lot of things lately, but you know, just hanging in there, hanging in there. You know, I'm still here, which is the main thing. At least the last time I checked, I'm still here. Hold on. Yeah, I'm still here. Like I had to check that. Ah, yeah, they've stopped a lot of working from home stuff. Well, I wouldn't say they stopped. It's like they've definitely calmed it down. But don't worry too much about that. Like obviously, you know, I appreciate you here now, but you know, don't worry too much about if you can't make it to streams. Oh, right. Well, nice. Well, congrats on the new job. That's really awesome. I actually had a job when I put a job application in. So only problem is it's for night shifts, and I don't know how I'll feel about that, but we'll see. We'll see for now. Yeah, I know. It's one of those catch-22 situations, like especially if you like the job, as you say. I will, trust me. I will. If I get it, obviously, you know, I'm not guaranteed to get it, but you know, if I apply for it, I feel I have a good chance. But I've sort of been on the fence about actually applying for it because it is that kind of thing. And I've never done it before as well. On top of all of that, so it's like, should I? But I've nothing to lose by not applying for it, so. Also, get used to hearing this alarm sound for the next half an hour. Yeah, especially whenever you're so used to, whenever you're so used to doing, like, things in the day. You know what, I'm just gonna kill you guys first. But we'll see how we go. Also, these enemies like picking you. And doing backflips. I was hoping that...
Thanks.
I was hoping that I'd get... I'm playing for this game because it's on Game Pass. Oh, nice! But it's taking a while because you're trying to get all the achievements. Oh, God. Yeah, all the achievements in this game are... Like, obviously there's the easy ones, like getting through the story, but there's a lot of hard ones. Like, I know doing all the missions is one, doing all the missions 5-star rated, I think is another, achievement, and I'm like, no. I refuse to do that one. There definitely are, Oh, you're working for the missions now, nice. Yeah, I'll probably I'll do a lot of the missions, like, off-stream. Because it's basically, like, go to this place and go to this area. Most of them you're getting 5 stars because of how you're leveled. Oh, you must have grinded it hard, or a lot then. I think there's a way to show, or to see what the, trophies are for this game. From here. You think the one you need to focus on for the moment is the Gill? Yeah, I think there's an achievement on a certain number of Gill, or a certain amount of Gill you need to get. Hold on, I can check from here, I think. Where is it? I forget where it is. Nope, I forget where it is. $5 million. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that'll take a bit. Yeah, that'll definitely take a bit. Well, it wasn't. I just came here to fight those enemies. You're at a point where you can grind for that, so you may as well. Yeah. I think that is when you're supposed to do it. Party takes 5-ish hours. That doesn't surprise me. That definitely does not surprise me at all. Can you believe there's a speedrun for platinum percent in this for this game? like getting all the trophies. That's crazy to me. Sounds like your Saturday plans now. Yeah, I was about to say. That sounds like a good weekend to me. For plat percent, the normal speedrun is like, I think it's like 6 or 7 hours. I think less than that actually. And then plat percent, which is getting all the trophies, is like, I think it's like 13 hours or something like that. It's significantly longer. Which I couldn't I couldn't do the speedrun for this game or for the flat percent. Yeah, let me double check that actually, because I don't want to spread misinformation. Speedrun.com. You're at 60 something now. Yeah, that sounds about right for a casual playthrough. Sorry, just looking this up.
Hardly worth the effort.
Alright, here we go. 80% world record is 4 hours 29 minutes. And then plat percent is 16 hours 18 minutes. So yeah. And there's even shroudless 80%, so that's not using the shrouds. And that's 5 hours and 11 minutes for the world record on that. I knew it was something insane for plat percent. Oh yeah, they're definitely helpful for like the hard bosses.
On your toes. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Definitely very helpful for the bosses. Or if you want to not encounter an enemy.
This'll be fun.
I assume you're immune to fire. That seems to be the same with... I'd say hopefully keep them launched. Was there not another item up here? No, there wasn't. I like how I have to check. Yeah, there's an item here. That's right. And then these guys. I might just keep this on for this because... No. I might get rid of these guys first.
Nothing I can't handle.
These guys are annoying. I think this is chapter 9? We're on the big airship. The Palamecia. I have the guide here, so it says I'm on chapter 9, so I'm gonna believe it. Like, we're pretty close actually. But I know it's like, I think chapter 10 is when the game opens up with it. So, we're pretty close. Chapter 10, Chapter 11, I think it is. If you care about you get the details for all the areas, there's a missable one here. Oh gosh, yeah, because I know one of the achievements is getting the information for all the enemies. So I'm guessing it's you had to do like research on that specifically. Oh, it's not. Okay. Now I'm curious. Because I definitely thought one of the achievements was getting the information of all the enemies. You thought it was too, but it's only 100 enemies. Ah, right. Okay, yeah. That's it. Can you imagine if it was all enemies? Jesus Christ. That'd be... you're so excited when you went to look and didn't see one for all the enemies. Yeah, I bet. I bet. Because I feel like if it was all enemies, I feel people would be... oh my gosh, people would be not happy. It would be not good. Yeah, you almost stopped playing the game when you thought it was all of them. Yeah. I bet. I feel like all the achievements in this game aren't too bad. Like, the only one that's sort of, maybe sort of kind of tricky is, the max damage one. I think there's a max damage one of doing 90 or 999,000. Lightning, Hope, and Fang are my 3 party members that I would like to have in my party. All items is a bit of a bear. Yes, that's right. There is an all items one. That's right. Yeah, the all items one is pain in the bum. You got the damage one in chapter 11, chapter 12? Yeah, that sounds right. That's the one you're really not looking forward to. Yeah, I bet. That's probably why thank you internet for making guides for it. That's probably why the plat percent speedrun of the game is so long. Because of all the items. And I guess you wonder why I know so much about the speedrun of this game. It's because I considered speedrunning this game for a while. And then I seen that it was very execution heavy. And I'm like, no. Let's not do that. Because I don't hate myself. So it did interest me for a while, the speedrun, but I'm like, no. It's very execution heavy. It just harkens back to the time I did do speedrunning for a bit. Those were good times. No, I just prefer to play games very casually and not have to worry too much about it. Although I sort of do miss it from time to time. So you never know, it might be back at some point. What an alarming alarm!
Keep the enemy off.
Oh yes, these guys can cast freaking fog on you. That's why I get rid of these guys first.
Change of plan.
And fog's annoying. Because big fog is like the silence, and then the pain's like the one that you can't use physical attacks. I just can't remember the difference between the two on this one.
That wasn't so bad.
Oh, these. These things. Let's get the fact on to start off. Because these things hurt a lot. Yeah, I mean, I have like the official guide. And I think the official guide does state like how to get it, but or how to like get all the items, but still. Like if you didn't have that, you'd be very screwed. Should be fine. But you can like you can imagine without guides. No, Mikey. Isn't there a chest here? No, I think I got it. Oh, it's further up.
Nothing I can't handle.
You both love and hate the Crystarium. Yeah, it reminds me a lot of 10 Sphere Grid. I said this earlier. So yeah, I can sort of say it's sort of like, oh hey, this is just the Sphere Grid from 10. But I do like the fact that like, you know, I do like the paradigm system in terms of like, you can be so strategic with the different like combinations you can do. Yeah, exactly. Sphere Grid is Sphere Grid looks more complex, but if you flatten out, they're pretty similar. Exactly, yeah. Like basically, the Crystarium is a more simpler Sphere Grid. Effectively, with only like one route to go for all your characters for each job. Yeah, exactly, yeah. So like you have your specific rules for that. And you always sort of know, oh hey, I need this amount of CP to level up, to level us up. I can fight this enemy for it, or whatever. So you can sort of plan ahead in a way, or plan your levels to what. To what you need. Especially later on, whenever you do need like all the as much stats and roll levels as you can possibly get. Because the final few fights are pretty tough. Like the final area is pretty rough as well. I remember that. Yeah, there's the chest there, and then there's these guys. I wonder if I. Yeah, I think it'd be better if I didn't start with that. Just try and kill them all in one go. But I'm not going to, so I wonder if it'd be better if I just went this first. Yeah, interesting, Fang. Interesting.
Keep your mind on the battle. Thank you.
So now I just wait until... I assume you're gonna... Yep. Bar fire. That's what it's waiting on. Now to hopefully kill these huntresses first before getting onto that thing. Except they do like doing backflips. Must be fun doing all those backflips. I think this is the part of the game where like the party changes a lot. I remember this very well. Stop moving around so that I miss. I mean, not that it matters, I'm gonna kill it, but still. I think this is where the party changes, if I remember rightly. See if my memory serves me well here. This is where the color changes again.
Attention all crew, code green. Repeat, code green. Security forces stand by. Hostile forces on board, code green.
Get up. You're being moved.
Okay.
On your feet, scum. You too.
Okay. A chocobo chick doesn't weigh more than a fucking chicken McNugget. How did that hit him? Also, Vanilla with a machine gun. Don't give Vanilla a machine gun. Possibly a bad idea.
Alright, time to split. Not run.
Red soldiers. I mean, yeah.
Let's go.
Now let's ditch these machine guns for our regular weapons, which include guns.
Do I deserve to escape?
Let her keep— exactly, yeah, she should keep the machine gun. Can you imagine?
rather die?
Alternate weapon for Vanille. Machine gun.
Because that's gotta scare you. Scares me. Scares me so much. I think I might die of fright. So, I push myself to live even harder. I can just imagine Dodge laughing at me talking this nonsense. Right now, I'd do anything to see that smile. Stay positive, right?
Stay positive. Indeed, Saz. Now for this section. Let's level up first. I think it's Commando next for Saz? I'm not sure. See, I have a guide that sort of tells me like what bits to level up first. So I like doing it in order from lowest amount to the highest amount, even though it doesn't matter, but it sort of does in terms of abilities and stuff, but I'm just protecting her. Or weird, whichever you prefer. And then for you, I think doesn't matter for you, 17,600. Oh, it does matter. Okay, well, I'll go for medic then. I'll make sure I have the... Oh, no. There we go. Oh, I have to change the part aims as well. Rav. Now to sell some things to get some more money. $13 of those things. And 10 of those things, so we have 66k now. Just because we have it. Also, this is skip music, you. Ah, something to sneak there. Didn't work. Should be fine. On the quality of life thing, I wish this game had is remember the party energy you have when you pick the party. I hate it when I switch someone out for a fight and have to do it all over again. Yeah. Now that doesn't really, like, once you get all the party members, which is pretty soon, actually we're coming up to it, that, you know, you get to choose your battle team and it doesn't really change after that. So, you know, but certainly for the first sort of sections of the game where the party changes and then you have to set up your party teams all over again. Yeah, I can get how that's an annoyance for sure. And especially like in like later on when you can free switch the party members, then you do have to like do it all over again. So yeah, totally get that. I like how Saz's two guns turned into a freaking rifle for his fourth attack. Change out yourself to also occasionally. Usual teams hope lightning vanille. Ooh, interesting team. Interesting team. I usually go for Lightning, Hope, and Fang. Because they cover all 6 roles pretty well. So that's an interesting choice. But I can certainly see why. That's what you do unless you need saboteurs, then you get rid of Hope and keep Vanille. Ah, okay, interesting. Interesting, yeah. I mean, the good thing about Vanille is Vanille has access to the death spell, which is certainly going to be useful later on, because I might use it and see if I can do something in the game that you're not supposed to do, but I might try and do it. Yep, that's pretty much what I was talking about. There's a chest later on in the game that is only accessible if you kill the Adamant twice in the area, and pretty much the only way to kill it is with death at that stage of the game. So yeah, that's pretty much what I was referring to. You had to try a few times, but you got it, and the next achievement. Yeah, I do remember it being an achievement to get it. Still can't kill them otherwise at this point. That's, yeah. think if nothing else, that's to show you that how, like, another complaint a lot of people had in this game was like a lot of the bosses were basically like damage sponges. In that they didn't really do much to you, but they just had so much hit points that you had to sort of just continually wheel on them until they died. And then, especially like later on, whenever you fight the Longwees, like there's no way to like actively. Well, there is a way to actively kill them, but you need to be really high level to do it. But I know they're really hard enemies anyway. Yes, I wanted that chest, didn't I? I wanted to go this way to get that. Get these enemies because more XP. Or sorry, CP. It's not called XP in this game. I still call it XP because this pretty much is XP. Yeah, I wasn't gonna risk. Was not gonna risk. Cause I know you're not really supposed to kill them until like much later on. Until you're pretty much maxed out. Vibrant Ooze. I think this is where part changes again.
Like this thing's gonna keep us out.
So I'm gonna keep the tungsten bangles on them, but not remove the others. Purple height.
All units on alert. Code purple.
Looks like we ain't the only ones cleaning house. Could be Lucy.
Could be Fang. Come on, let's hurry.
Let's go get rescued.
No, not this time. For once in my life, I am going to save her.
All right, now you're talking. Let's go.
And again, this alert change does nothing at all. I think they did this as a joke. Like all these alerts and all these colors.
Code purple. I repeat, code purple. Security breach. All units on alert. Code purple.
All these colors. What's it mean?
Means we're doing our job. Making a lot of SciComm guys nervous.
Like they had to have done this as a joke,
Who are they fighting?
Vanille.
right? They couldn't have done that seriously. I mean, like, hey, we're gonna have like a whole bunch of color changes for no reason. Oh, not yet. That's 2K. Did they... Okay, that's dead same. No, that's bit. Oh, that's bit. This bit, this bit, this bit. The reason I say this bit, this bit, this bit is because it's difficult to get all the chests here without doing a weird fun angle move. So I think we start this way. So this is the stage of the game where you're supposed to like see where the enemies are and try to avoid them. But obviously we're not gonna do that because we want to get the chests. So this fight's gonna take a bit because these guys. Didn't hit with fog. Okay, did good. I might want to wait until Hope heals fine. Now protecting Shell because Photon Burst is both, effectively. Now I think this thing's weak to water, so hope just the blasting it with water. It's difficult to time the launch thing, but we did get this chest, which is good. So now we go right round effectively to the other side. think it's Commando next for you. Yeah. So we go up here, I think, and then there are 2 chests around here. Yeah, it can be. I usually go for wherever needs the least amount first. Because I wrote down how much CP each sort of stage takes. Effectively, so it's just like, oh hey, I can just do this first. It doesn't really matter, I guess, but some abilities are definitely more handy to get sooner than what I get them. I suppose it doesn't really need protect on. So it's just in case I mess up. I could have done without doing the Sentinel pit. Yeah, definitely could have done without doing the the synergist bit there. Oh well, I learned. I guess I was always scared of if they like done their big fire attack thing. But as long as I let them land. I think it's fine for them. Yes, fine. Green does mean go. And then there's a chest around this other side. Yeah, so effectively it's up there, so I need to go, yeah, this way. Oops, no. There's no point in trying to get the preemptive now. I was trying to be sneaky, and the problem is I'm not very sneaky, so it didn't really work. I guess that's why I wanted to be sneaky, because I forgot they had Aeroga. You just want to get rid of these guys. When you use Eroga, yeah, it's pretty fun whenever that happens. On like a bunch of enemies, it's like everyone just gets. Exactly, yeah. That's pretty much how it goes. I mean, there are definitely a lot of worse spells in the game, but yeah, definitely that first time it's like, oh crap, I forgot this enemy has Eroga. Oh, I didn't check for you, did I? I think they're all the same for you. 16-4A, 16-4A, 16-4A. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for Ravager next because of Lazara and Overwhelm. And then 1200 and 1200. I think Commando's next for you. I'm not seeing. No, I think I'll go for Commando for you because that's your main. Especially for Life Siphon. Pretty good.
Nothing I can't handle. New strategy.
Yeah, it's gonna wait until. On the way up. That's what I was looking for. There's only 2 of these guys left, so. And then we can get this chest and get out of here. Pain dampener. The pain. Little bit of a Metal Gear Solid reference. Oh come on, the photon burst. How to put way on before that? That's fine. Wow, that didn't do a lot of damage. I was kinda hoping. That is how it's done, lightning. I think a part change is coming up. Think. Yeah, I avoid those guys for obvious reasons.
Colonel, we've lost the intruders. That means we're code yellow. No, wait. Code blue? If we were orange, that would mean...
I'm telling you that requires removal of my glasses.
No. Damn the sea.
And now I've broken my glasses, I can no longer tell things about...
Starboard side.
Make it rain.
Okay, I make it rain, make it rain, make it rain.
Demand flexibility.
I hate some of these fights where my brain wouldn't let me pass up the CP. Yeah, I know. I know. That's a mid, for sure. It's like, I don't want to deal with these things. Well, looks like it broke.
How is that? What's going on?
So say it with me now, Code White does nothing too. Because it does nothing too. Well, it does in a way, but it means it... Like, basically Code White is then like on absolute shutdown mode. For reasons. So this bit's kind of annoying because there's kind of tough enemies for two people here. Like really tough enemies. Like the big shell guy? It's here.
Thanks, Vanille.
And that, with two party members, is kind of tough.
Didn't even have to ask. You got this, Vanille.
That should be alright. Because there's two chests here, and I kind of want them both. I'm trying to get like most of the, if not all of the chests in the game.
To the victor go the spoils.
Because obviously they're free treasure chests, you kind of want them. That was weird. It's like, they were alerted that he ran back, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Bullseye.
Should be alright with this one. It's the next fight I think it's hard. Now I can get this chest. You probably should be, Vanille. So for this fight, we definitely need these things. Definitely need haste for this. Oh, that's right, you can do two now.
Vanille.
Yeah, I was expecting that.
Follow the old man's lead.
Now to hopefully just absolutely destroy his life now. No, this is annoying because this fight happens and then there's a party change. Immediately after it.
Well, isn't this great?
Well, no, it isn't great, Saz. I forgot to start off with
Didn't even have to ask. Follow the old man's lead.
Oh, yeah?
oh come on, stats effects. I have vigilance on. Okay, there's one. Now to hopefully kill this thing. Oh, well, Neil just went arrow, arrow, yeah, twirl those guns, Saz. Twirl them good.
The wind, it's dying down.
Yeah, it's stopping. And we're decelerating. They up to something?
Probably.
I don't suppose it could just be, I don't know, good luck?
That looks a lot more like bad luck.
You got a point.
Not to me. That we can do something about.
Yeah, it's called killing them all. That's what we can do about it.
Let's turn the tables.
Yeah, so the fun fact, there's a chest behind you at the start of this section, so you sort of need to go backwards to go forwards. If you want the chest, you could just avoid it, but it's for a really good weapon, so it's probably worth getting. And plus, extra bonus XP. Which is always useful. I guess even though it's good for that, I wanted to do a little bit of both and see if I could do a little bit of damage with slow. Even if slow does not a lot of damage. Still better than nothing, I guess. Oh good. Okay, maybe now I'll get a launch chain here. Yeah. For sure. There it is, Whistlewind Scarf. Oh, I thought it was a weapon. I think that's the ATV one, isn't it? Yeah, ATV advantage. With a weapon that lightning gets, and that accessory, you can turn lightning into a machine. Although I thought I got that weapon by now, but probably not till later on. No, this bit is actually kind of a difficult section, so they need to be a bit wary. I could have got the preemptive there. Did Fang miss there? I think she did. I don't need you to miss, Fang. I love whatever arrow get it hits you, but it doesn't hit you. And it doesn't like launch you. You're sort of on the edge of it. You're just like, ah, it's a big tornado. It's fine. And this is actually one of the reasons why I like this game. Is you auto heal between battles. Like you automatically heal fully without using items. Now the downside to that is obviously if your leader dies, game over, but it's so handy to never worry about using items in out of battle. You just go from battle to battle.
Easy.
Particularly for status effects. Yeah, exactly, because
As long as I stay focused.
status effects don't stay on after battle. They only last for that one battle. So it's like, yeah, you don't have to worry about this. I mean, yes, you still have to worry about it in battle, but at least not as bad. Oh yeah, these things can't be launched, like, ever. I know I'm in red, but I've got Fang being my sentinel here.
New strategy.
That was close though, because I was like, if Fang hadn't provoked the dragon, I would have been dead. Fang missed all three there. I don't need you to miss, Fang. I think... yeah, this is the item here. Oh, yes. There's a few battles here that are actually pretty tricky. So we'll see how I get on.
We can win if we stay focused.
Good thing I had the medic still on there for that. Yeah, I probably don't need the protect for this. Good. Yeah, this is the bit where things get a bit tricky. I think you definitely need the yeah, it's not this fight, but it's the next one.
Target's a target.
Why get rid of these guys first before anything else?
Thank you.
Yep, that's what I was waiting for. That's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for the tornado kicks.
Keep the enemy off balance.
I can't remember how I do this fight. I think I go in with a Decepticol? I think that's what I do. Yeah, because there's about 7 of these guys. And I could avoid them, but they give you so much XP. I don't want to avoid them, so... I only have 6 of these.
Back me up. You looking at me?
Kadesi. I'm doing pretty good. I've had to deal with a few things here and there that's been stressful, but you know, I'm still here. Yeah, that's the thing. They look cool, but they're annoying to fight. Absolutely. And that's what happens. But it was better fang tech in that than lightning. But I hope you're doing well, Jadesi. Hope things are going well with you. What day is it today? It's Wednesday. Bit by bit, that's a mood. That's a mood. It's definitely a mood. I know how that feels. And especially like whenever you feel that way and then something like knocks you back and it's like, ugh. Yeah, that's also a mood. I know precisely the feeling. Precisely the feeling. Oh my god, a Geosaw, wow. Okay, sweet. But as long as the things are getting better, that's the main thing. Like, obviously you don't want things to be worse. Was it a tank that? And I did. Thanks to a bit of healing. I was a bit lucky there, but it's fine. Now we're slowly getting rid of these guys. We're coming up to pretty hard boss actually. There we go. Ugh. That's always an annoying section. So am I glad there's a save point? Yes, I'm very glad there's a save point. That's another thing. This game is very generous with its save points. Very generous, actually. Which is good. Now this chest up here is very easy to miss.
Nothing I can't handle.
This'll be fun. At least for protect, these guys aren't as bad still.
That's how it's done.
Yeah, this chest is super easy to miss. 13 barbed teals. Sounds like something out of a shop list. Hey, do you want to buy me some 13 barbed teals? No, actually, that's probably not a good idea to ask someone for that in a shop. Possibly not a good idea. I actually thought I missed the That was interesting. I thought the I thought everyone was still provoked, but apparently they weren't, so I don't know if Shell, I think it's more of a physical tornado kick. So Shell's kind of pointless. Now there's a chest here, it's kind of hard to get. If I remember right, it's sort of round here with these guys.
Look around a little.
Why didn't we look around a little? Have you not seen Hope? There's like about 50 million killer robots. That's probably a good reason. I guess this is what will happen if the robot takeover happens. This is what will happen.
Time for another approach.
Should be fine.
Keep the enemy off balance.
I guess that's the problem with Beaver Dodds, is that if you run out of because Fang doesn't only has slow to start off with, she can't really do much with it. But later on, when she gets like a lot more stats effects, she can do a lot more with it. But for now, she only has slow, so once she's done with slow, she does nothing.
Hardly worth the effort.
Now, where's this chest again? Ah, there it is. Or sorry, it's not a chest, it's a treasure ball. That's what they're called in this game, apparently. Yay, 300 gil. Woo. Also, in real life, if you're this close to an engine's thrusters, you would be burned to a crisp. Just saying. But luckily this is video game logic, which, you know, as we all know, doesn't apply to real life. Alright, fine, thank you.
Time for another approach. Eat
gonna get the chain launch combo here. Or maybe I am. And then there's a chest here guarded by the 2 dragoon enemies. Or not 2, there's more than 2, there's 4. I'm gonna start off with strategic warfare then, to get protect on. For the annoying missile burst attack. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep medic on for a bit. Because missile burst is just so damaging, even with protect. No, it should be fine. Oh,
Didn't even break a sweat.
I thought there was more. The scoreboard 1-1-1-1. Sorry, 5 ones, so 1-1-1-1-1. I think I said it right the first time actually. You know what, I get rid of these guys as soon as.
Don't worry.
Especially now we're coming up to the hard boss fights. Need as much CP as possible. And yes, I said boss fights plural. Because it's been a while since we had a boss fight. Okay. So I think for this fight we need even odds to start with so that Fang can cast slow. Oh. Thought we were done.
You know what to do.
We weren't. Yeah, I was hoping Fang, not lightning. Would have been worried there. There we go. Yeah, now we do this. Even odds. Well, boss time.
So, Light, how you figure this makes us lucky? Because when we kill it, we're one step closer to Vanille. How's that? Well, when you put it that way. Change of plan. Appreciate it.
So you definitely want to get, yeah. Because it does inflict, oh yeah, it's half damage with, physical. I mean, Beal might help.
Time for another approach.
And now it does that.
You looking at me? Thanks. Keep the enemy off balance.
You want to inflict it with slow pretty much all the time. And that's first phase down. And it's dead.
Another one.
One big fat stroke of luck after another. I was happy I could cry.
Tease us, will ya?
Come down here.
As if it's gonna listen to you. Now you'd think the Chocobo chick made the explosion.
Vanille!
In fact, it probably did.
There you are.
Ah, miss me?
You, the monster!
Where?
Now it's probably got.
Keep the enemy off balance.
Yes, now I've now got Bar Thunder, so this should be straightforward. Although I don't know why my turn didn't start immediately there. Is it continuously attacking Fang to stop her from attacking? By the way, it's taking half damage from physical, and Fang's still doing over 2k to it. Oh, they hit it with the smite, and then it died.
Vanille! Fang! You've still got time.
Fang, there's something I need to tell you.
Making me worry like that. We'll talk later, Missy.
What's wrong?
Huh? Oh, nothing. Nothing. What's on the agenda?
The agenda.
Toppling the sanctum?
No, I mean really.
He's serious. We're gonna take down the Sanctum and give Cocoon back to the people. The Fal'Cie have called the shots for long enough.
If we pull this off, it'll be a miracle.
Well, good thing Lady Luck's on our side.
More of them?
You know, this is getting really old.
Check this out. A miracle.
Oh, here we go.
Ren Pulse style. Vanille, go fish.
Got it.
Okay, this thing has got to weigh what? Well, more than Vanille. So Vanille is either super strong to do that. I mean, Fang is a female Dragon Knight, so obviously she can do that, but
That's a good girl.
I mean,
All right.
Let's get on.
and plus that instantly tamed it, stabbing it in the neck instantly. Oh, hi, Oil from Ocarina of Time. I forgot about you, and you asking if you want to hear it again, hear that again, and defaulting to no. No one's gonna help Stars.
Leaving Lady Luck now?
Yeah. Lady Bad Luck. Ah. Time to purge a Primarch.
You got it. Yeah.
How is he hanging on? Also, how are these bullets, all of them, missing? They're either Stormtrooper level, as actors say, or just really bad shots.
I had my doubts. But I also believe that if we stuck together, somehow
Maybe
we could
it's the
change our lives.
Fireflies. Wrong game, Janessa. Wrong game. Close though. That was 3 games ago. Hard to believe that, actually. Well, there were Fireflies in 10-2 as well, but less
Daisley's
story related.
We're still gonna have our talk.
Oh, this section.
So let's survive this first, yeah?
This section. Oh boy. This section's just a maze filled with tons of fights and then a big boss fight afterwards. This is gonna be fun. You used to get stuck on this often, but now we can change our battle team. So I guess that's good. Yeah, this place is very tricky. It's just because, like, of the amount of enemies that are here. There's just so many. There's just so many of them. And also, like, there's a way to do this. like in terms of like what buttons you have to press and everything. It's interesting. So good thing I have a map here for this bit. Because it's difficult to get all the chests here too.
You know what to do.
And these things cure as well. But this place is a good place for getting XP. Because effectively you just go back and forth between like areas and the enemies respawn. I also like activating all the paths. I don't know why, but I just do. Maybe I'm weird. But it's like I have to activate all the paths. Because I want to get all the chests, obviously. Then we go up this side here. I remember now. Then for this one, to kill this, the bomb guy first.
We can win if we stay focused. New strategy. Thanks.
Oh. That's fine. I guess that's just kind of useful for boosting it a little bit more than even odds would. Ah. There we go.
Just like I planned.
And then to get these 2 chests. So to get all the chests here, you sort of have to do a bit of like a zigzag kind of deal. That's basically what you have to do. So it's like back and then forward again. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna go tungsten bangle for the leader and from the sentinel, and then you can have the silver bangle. Just to give you guys a little bit more hit points. Than the 50 that iron bangle gives. So this chest is over the other side, so it's better to just go over here and get it. Even if you have to deal with these things.
This is interesting.
Ah. No, I didn't mean.
Time for another approach.
Didn't realize that they all target at Hope, and well, regardless of how much hit points you have, if everyone targets you, you're gonna die. I don't have this spell yet, so maybe I should have went with strategic warfare to start off with first. That's fine now. Just to be careful of how much Phoenix Downs I have. I don't know if BL will help with the spell. I don't think it does. Yeah, no, the spell just dispels it. But yeah, there's a lot of status effects to the spell. The spell only does one at a time, so... I stopped him before his big ruin attack. Yeah, those boys are a bit rough. But we got it. We did do it. Oh, these... This isn't too bad. As long as you get rid of these guys first. I think I've seen another photo burst coming. So now this sort of strategy is a little slow, but I'm not really doing a speed run here, so... I thought I missed the first attack there. 3,600 gil. But the best way to sort of avoid being stuck in this area is just hit all the switches. And you're sort of safe to know that you're sort of going the right way. Oh, there's quite a lot of you guys here. Yeah. This is quite a tricky one, isn't it?
Time for another approach. Thank you.
Yeah, you sort of just want to keep especially because Photon Burst just absolutely destroys your health.
Thanks.
Yeah, I wanted, I didn't want the chain gauge reset, so I was like, finish the chain early
Change of plan.
to try and make this fight a bit go a bit faster. There we go. Then for this bit, do these two. You get this chest down here. I am not looking forward to the boss fight coming up. I've said that already, but I want people to really know that I am not looking forward to this fight. Yes, the reason I'm having Lightning have the gold bangles because she's the leader. So if she dies, game over. So makes sense. Hmm.
We can win if we stay focused. You looking at me?
Now why did you go for Shell instead of Protect?
Thanks.
Now I try and get rid of these guys. Wow, just target Lightning with both the shell and the spell.
Thank you.
Now, especially with slow, if he does do the spell, I'll just go back to reapplying it. This fight is annoying. Oh, magic is halved. That's why. Well, technically quartered. That's why Hope's not doing that much damage. As I was wondering there. Oh, come on. Yeah, let's get. Yeah, just want to get rid of these explosive guys first. Because you definitely do not want these guys to explode you. Because that ain't good. Yay. And that's the last fight today. Now we're on to the boss fight. Oh boy. Oh boy. I am not looking forward to this. I am 100% not looking forward to this. But, we gotta do it. Yeah, so we start off with Ravkov Ram, we do Ether Sol, or we do Age of Sol and Fort of Sol before the fight. And we start with the left Iliad. And we need to do Libroscope at the start of the fight too.
Been looking for you, Nabat.
That was a good landing.
Your Eminence, please escape. I'll cover your retreat.
How do you do that without your glasses?
Why don't you leave, Jill?
And she's dead.
What?
If you had your glasses, you could have avoided that.
Monster! People are not yours to use!
What else does one do with tools?
Ow.
Cocoon is a factory built by Falsea. A factory for the mass production of human thralls.
Not anymore, it's not.
What can mere men do? Without our help, death is all of which you're capable. You saw the fools, a mindless mob drunk on fear of a viewless sea.
If they only knew a lassie was the one filling their glasses.
Let's see. You mean me? Oh, child, perish the thought. I am more than that. I am Falsea.
Oh boy.
My name is Spartandulus.
Hi, Bartodulus. Evil make evil person has digivolved into evil make evil entity. Yay!
Your kind feared the darkness, so we gave you light.
At least the music's good.
You begged us for
I
the
do like
good,
Bartodulus's theme, the
and
battle
did
theme
it
even.
not come to pass. Now you spurn our counsel. You must learn your place.
Major boss time. So Libra scope first.
Cocoon's nothing to you?
Ignorant of your place.
Thanks.
This is the power.
Oh right, Pauldron is ice.
Ignorant of your place.
Follow my lead.
Like a fear.
Follow my lead.
The problem is, Fang doesn't have the spell at this point. And you could grind her to get it, but the spell only affects one at a time, so doesn't seem a point.
Thanks.
So yeah, you definitely want slow on this guy. So what I did there was I stunned him. I'm hoping slow can hit. Please hit slow. Oh, that's what happens if you don't have... Yeah, that's what happens if you don't have Sentinel on for that. The problem is, or the good thing about it is it takes so long to charge it. Don't really need veal. Now, that's the problem with this fight, is he keeps using Destrudo.
This'll be quick. Thanks. Let's go. This'll be quick. Thank you. This'll be quick. This'll be quick. Thanks.
You know, I don't think I really need Protect. I just need Shell. And he's so nearly dead. Like, how close is he? 19k? And he's dead. Woo! I hate that fight. I hate it with every bone in my body.
I'll see running the sanctum.
Then
All of our
I guess it
tournaments
wasn't me
fights, actually.
controlling things after all.
As I said, I am Lord Sovereign.
Guess Fal'Cie don't go down as easy as the rest of us.
Ease is not the issue. You have not fought to win.
I mean,
You should know quite well already the sure way of dispatching our kind. Ragnarok.
What's Ragnarok? Ah! Ah! Ah!
Pitiful to see. You've forgotten your focus. Ragnarok is the beast one of you must become in order to lay waste to Cocoon. You have had the dream. One among you will become that monstrosity. Defeat Orphan and destroy Cocoon.
Orphan.
The font of Eden's power. Orphan fuels Eden with strength, and Eden in turn sustains you and the rest of our kind. Destroy Orphan, and you'll release a force such as this world has never seen. Cocoon will be torn asunder.
So if I did that, destroyed Orphan,
Your focus will be fulfilled.
so what? Who says it has to be?
Sarah asked us to save Cocoon before she turned to Crystal.
Save it! And that's what we're gonna do.
Sarah was trying to tell us how to complete our focus, and we have...
Allow me to help you see the truth
Allow me to be
The
more
moment
evil.
you arrived, your friend wept crystal tears. This was because her focus required that you be brought together. That girl did nothing but assemble the tools for Cocoon's destruction. Did it never occur to you? Or did you simply refuse to countenance the thought?
That about column A, that about column B.
If you will not face the truth, then face the peril of your plight.
Would you like to hear it again? Yes,
See
no.
how stark reality is.
Also, how did that work?
Come on!
This is bad. The yoke's jammed. Knew it was a trap.
Something's coming!
Not so fast, Lassie. Hang on!
By the way, you get to fight that thing later on.
The hell kind of ship is this? Fighting on its own? Clever, aren't you?
I mean... Beep boop.
Can we do something?
Got me? I give up! The shield!
Sans, look out!
Yeah, fly into that building.
Where are we?
Looks like a piece of pulse.
Pulse? What, you mean like the Bodum vestige? Something like that. It's close to Eden.
Yeah, well, what I don't understand is after the purge and all that Lassie paranoia, why keep a chunk of pulse under the floorboards?
Is this what the Primarch wanted us to see?
A place for Lassie to accept their fate.
Do you really think our focus is what Daisley said it is?
You mean become Ragnarok?
Oh gee,
Destroy
become
the
evil?
Foxy Eden and shatter Cocoon. That's what the vision's telling us, more or less. So, we're back to square one. Out of luck.
Mr. Hero! Cocoon calling Snow!
It's almost like Daisley wants it to come true.
Seems that way. He sure didn't mind explaining it. Here's your focus on the silver platter.
But that doesn't make sense. I don't get it. Why would a Cocoon Fal'Cie want to destroy Cocoon?
Maybe it's a Fal'Cie thing. You know what I mean? Some grand design we just don't understand.
Huh. Hey, Snow. Nothing from you?
Uh-huh. So, this way?
Oh boy. Yeah, there it is. There's the ATV charge one. That's what I was looking for earlier. So this combined with the Whistlewind Scarf basically boosts ATB gauge by 10% and recharges ATB gauge every time enemy is attacked. Pretty good, but it's pretty weak. That was I always dislike that fight because it's always just very rough. But we did it, which is the main thing, is that we did it.
So Daisley was really the Fal'Cie Bartandalus. The vision he was talking about was that crazy Ragnarok dream we all had when we were made into Lassie. One of us is supposed to become this Ragnarok thing and destroy Eden. Except we do that by destroying this orphan that gives Eden its power. I think I have that part straight now. So Sarah's real focus, we all showed up at the Pulse Fal'Cie's place.
Oh.
So Snow was wrong from the start then. We were never supposed to save Cocoon.
I think you just...
Makes a lot more sense. Not that I'm happy about it.
Maybe just walk on. I thought you had to talk to Hope.
We ready to get out of here?
Oh, there we go.
I gotta apologize. Looks like I was wrong.
About Sarah's focus? Not like you to second guess yourself.
Yeah, well, even heroes make mistakes.
What about your plan to protect Cocoon? Either way, your faith in Sarah was strong. That strength got you this far.
It was all wrong.
Yeah. You tried so hard to convince us that you even fooled yourself. You've been a total idiot.
Way to let him die gently, lightning.
But still. It saved me. You trusted Sarah. Let that faith drive you. It even made me want to believe.
Sarah, talk to me, baby.
This couldn't be... I mean, those were just letters.
So it's around this part where I do a lot of upgrading and stuff. So I'll do that off stream actually. And we'll wrap things up fairly soon. So, I'll make a start with it on the Crystarium though, and I'll not show all of it, but what I plan to do is a lot of upgrading. Because this is the part of the game where the difficulty curve gets a little bit higher. So you do have to be slightly aware of that in terms of like difficulty. But we'll explain what I'm going to do. So, at this point in the game, you can buy where is it? I thought you could buy it here. Maybe it's not here. I thought you could buy the or is it, do I get the yes, I get the General's Belt and the Witch's Belt, which resists physical and magical. All forms of damage. And I get 3 of those for the 3 main party members. And that's like the thing about this section, or this section onwards, is things you have to be a bit more defensive. Now to afford that, I basically sell pretty much everything. Like literally I sell everything to get this. I also might do some weapon upgrading. And some accessory upgrading. So, but yeah, as I said, I'll be doing that off stream. But yeah, so we'll leave it here for now. Thanks for everyone for coming out. Bruce is dead. And let's find someone to raid in the meantime. Feel free to copy and paste the raid message while I look for someone to raid. And if you are a sub, we have this one. Let's read. Oh, I like Melina. I really like Melina, but I also like Claro. I haven't read Melina in a while, so let's read her. She's playing Raft. Is the game I've never heard of before, but we'll see what it is, and we'll send some love her way. I should be back on Friday, all being well. And yeah, see you folks then. Bye.